Now, Chris left me this. There was a sign here. I broke it. This is how far ahead people are on the server. At least I think. I don't know what he's up to, but I was like, oh, is this Netherrack? Right? He had a sign here. He's like, T is for teamwork. I'm ready for venturing whenever you are. Because I told him, I said, I'm not ready to go adventuring until I have the bow and arrows, right? So I think he's like being like, okay, here's some help, Puff. You need it. But I just thought this was Netherrack. So I go to mine it. How rich is this guy? This is ancient debris. I can't get the achievement twice here. I didn't even realize what it was. Look at this. He pranked my base with ancient debris. Like, is it just me thinking that's crazy? I'm not that rich. And what kills me is he'll come by sometimes trying to buy copper, right? And I'm like, oh, I'll do 1 for 1, iron for copper. And he's like, that's a terrible price. Iron's worth 4 copper. Now, I disagree. I completely disagree. I think they're even, 1 for 1. But Chris, you're dinging me on the copper prices. You have 5 ancient debris you can is this mine? Like you put it in my base here. We are in my base. I think I'm just taking this, right? This is just mine now. I can take that. Okay, we're gonna take it and move on. All right, we're back on the Puff SMP, the survival multiplayer server. We're trying to get started here. We have made it through week 1. And, you know, everybody was saying I was poor, making fun of me. Okay, nobody was saying that, but I was saying it. But look at us now, eh? Huh? That's not bad. For somebody who does not mind. You know, we've been working a lot on the server, and so have the other guys. I'm not ready to leave my little starter base here. Which, it doesn't look like much of a starter base right now. We've been clearing some stuff out. We've been trying to add like a few trees to decorate. You know, the farms are getting a little bit better, but it's an ugly base right now. I'm not ready. I don't feel safe enough to leave my hidey hole yet. We have made the sugarcane farm. Right? And there was a purpose to this. You know, it's not an auto farm or anything. It's not, you know, it's got a nice fence. I tried to make it look organized, right? And the reason for that is because the thing that's been holding us back, what we've been working on, the reason I've been abducting all the villagers on the server, is because if you come over here, we got Gregory. Now Gregory, we got our mending villager. Gregory is our mending villager. And I feel like, you know, the host job, you know, get mending for everyone right away. I've started putting it on some of my tools, like not all of them, mind you. But we do have a designated mending villager, which is great. That makes things a lot easier. We also have this guy. He trades our paper to make emeralds, which is why we need the sugarcane farm. But we also have, he doesn't have a name yet. I don't know what we're naming this with. Hey, you guys were making fun of me, but look what he trades for, eh? That was that's a pretty lucky grab to get 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Because you can control the first 2, you can't control these. Which led to full diamond. So I actually haven't been mining yet, which is why I'm way more poor than everybody else on the server. But I think this will fix that. I think our big project here, this ugly building, I don't know if you saw it in the background, but our base is over there. We need to finish this. This looks so bad right now. But the reason we can't is because all our bricks have been going over here. We've done it. We've made it. This is this ugly, hideous monstrosity of a building. We gotta fix it. We gotta decorate it. But this is the iron farm. That's what I wanted to talk about today. You know, we've set up some farms for ourselves. You see, the problem is I want to make like an AFK sheep farm, an AFK chicken farm, a lava farm, but what do you need for all of those? Iron, right? So that's kind of the limiting factor here, but we finally made this and it's working. You know, it doesn't have like the greatest rates, but being able to come over here after a day and get like a couple stacks of iron, that's not bad. Now, it's not automated yet. We are missing so many pieces, but I just wanted to like take a minute to explain how these work, right? I have been dragging the villagers here by boat. It has been a long, slow process. We've set up a cell here for them. I mean, an apartment here for them, right? And we got, like, the zombie in here. Right? Now that we have the mending villager maxed out, we can get name tags. So you can catch a zombie and name him. So this is our Doom bot. Right? He's our zombie. You need one zombie and a couple villagers. I think minimum 2, but I like to go 3. Whenever they see a zombie, they will freak out like this. You see how they're running around? They will then gossip with each other and spawn a zombie in if they're in a village. Now, what does in a village mean? It means they have jobs, right? So you have to give them, like, workbenches. They have beds back there so they can sleep, and that's important too. They can't spawn golems without being able to sleep. And then they need to see a zombie to panic and summon a golem. Now, they'll try and spawn a golem in like a square around their base, right? If they don't see any other golem. So the problem, they will not spawn one while there's a golem down there, right? So you got to kind of spawn proof the whole thing, either with slabs, like I've used slabs right there. Buttons will stop it, but water doesn't prevent a golem from spawning. So when he dies, he falls down, the water should push him into this lava trap here. Every once in a while, I don't really understand this, but they actually can kind of spawn in the wall. I don't get it. They spawn in the wall and they get stuck there, or they'll suffocate there. But now those villagers up there, they see a zombie, they're panicking, they have jobs, they have beds, and around this in like a big square, like I think a 10 by 10 or a 20 by 20 or something, they will attempt to spawn an iron golem. You couldn't ask for better timing, eh? Now the golem will spawn in the water. These are spawnable. The water doesn't stop mobs from spawning anymore. And it's close enough to the villagers that they see this spot. So they will spawn the golem. He'll fall in there. The hoppers will collect the iron. And you got yourself like a poor man's iron farm here. Now, is it ugly? Yes. Is it hideous? Yes. But we don't need to mine for iron or diamonds right now, technically. Kind of, to get this base started. Now, I want to decorate this. I don't want to leave this like as an eyesore. And the problem right now, guys, if anybody is even watching this video, like this is not automated. Like ideally you want sticky pistons here to open this and close this so they can sleep at night. Right now they can't sleep at night. So I need to manually open and close this every once in a while, which I do while I'm working on my base. If those villagers are running around panicked for too long, they actually desync from their beds. And once they don't have beds, they don't count as a village and they can't spawn any more golems. I find that happens like every 3 or 4 days maybe. Like, I don't know exactly when. Like, I've left them here for a while and they were still obviously spawning the golems. But right now it's not automated. I want to get a cover on this. I want to decorate it so it looks nice. Like right now this is bare bones here, but you know, we're trying to get Brad to a point where he actually is not a poor bum on the server anymore. I mean, we're looking better. We're getting there, right? But I just wanted to take a minute to like explain kind of how that works. I'm like okay at making random iron farms. I don't need to follow a tutorial. Like this is my second one now, and the first one takes so long that you kind of learn a lot while you're going about doing it. These are some janky lava blades, but they work, right? It falls into here. I think I need to expand it out this way so they stop spawning inside of the walls. Like, let's just check it for a minute here. Like, will one spawn right away? See, he's that perfect. Yeah, this is what I mean, is they can kind of spawn on the left or right walls. Sometimes they just choke and die and then the iron falls. Sometimes they get pushed out of the wall and then they fall down. But sometimes they get, like, kind of snagged here. And I'm not sure how to fix that. I think we need to build the wall out, like, maybe 1 or 2. For some reason, they're seeing this as, like, a spawnable spot. It's not the end of the world. It's still been working. Like, we got, like, almost 3 stacks there. That's pretty good rates, like, to me. See, now he's been pushed out of the wall. And sometimes they get stuck there, sometimes they just fall down, and then we get their iron. That's not bad. So we'll just come up here, we're going to place our block. We're just going to turn this off. So he can hit us still. Yeah, but we got the iron farm going for the server. I'd like to do it up properly. I'd like to make it nice, and then maybe everybody can use it. Like, when we get better, we can AFK here, right? And then just... we got armor for days. I know right now everyone's building. We kind of sleep through the night with the beds. Right? But yeah, that iron farm is very important because it feeds now our other farms, right? Not just these like these wheat and cow barns. No. We got some cooler stuff going on. So we come back down here. We've kind of cleaned this out a bit better. You know, we have our auto recycler, this thing right here. Like, we can come drop our plant matter in, right? It'll suck it down. Everyone's seen one of these. Like, there's nothing groundbreaking here, but now we get a little bit of bone meal going. This chewed up all my iron at the start. We did a lava farm. Again, nothing groundbreaking here, but for me, this is new. I didn't know we could do a lava farm now. Like, that's very new for Brad. Like, last time I played, like, was the B update. And I didn't even get that far when I played. So, like, some of this stuff for me, this dripstone lava farm just feels broken, right? And now we got the iron, and we can make all the buckets in the world. And then slowly these fill up, and you can just take them. And now we can use that as our fuel. Just wanted to make this quick. We made it to week 1. I want to make it past the 2-week phase. I really do. I really think we could. We got some people here. We got some... they're playing, you know. Just some thoughts. Some yappings. I know, Chris. I know, Chris. Chris is like, no more 11-minute video essays, right? Like, none of this. Nobody... no. You didn't say anything about 12 or 13-minute videos, though. So anyway, just a quick update. Week 1 on the server is done. It looks ugly. Like, we're going to fix this, though. Look at all that iron. That's the thing. It looks ugly, but... like... we're kind of rich now.